So, what is going on with Houston real estate? Because it's been a crazy summer so far. I'm going to get into all those numbers. But first, let me share with you some of the hottest areas of Houston right now for home sales. And that would include, as I get to my computer, that would include Berkshire, Dayton, Conroe Southwest, Huffman area, and the number one area that is growing year over year with the 61% increase in home sales is Magnolia or 1488 West. So just west of the Woodlands. Let me pull up a little map here. It kind of gives you the general outline, but pretty much everything up north. And that's not to say that everything further south of Houston isn't selling, because there's definitely some great areas that are moving there in Houston, in the south part of Houston. But this is kind of the hottest area for year over year growth. So that's kind of cool to see. But let me get into the numbers here for real estate, kind of see how it compares to the past couple years. And so here in 2026, we're looking at new listings hitting the market. These are single family homes, and we're pretty much back and forth or pretty similar to 2025, but we're dramatically ahead of 2024. So we're only up about 2% from last year. So not a big difference, but again, more homes are hitting the market at a dramatic pace. And we're going to see here in a second how that's impacting total inventory. But you can see the green line was 2024, blue and yellow here the past 2 years, and just so many more active listings on the market. Right now, we're at 40,750 single family homes on the market. And that is the highest we've ever recorded here in the greater Houston area, according to HAR.com. So that is a ton of houses available. And see how that impacts pricing as well as sales here in a second. But yeah, we've just been having more and more homes come on the market. And so if you're selling your house right now, what I tend to find here for my clients is that they'll either sell real quick, or they kind of sit around the market and then kind of sell eventually, or they don't. And so it's really super important to price it right, get the home ready to go, and make sure it's priced well for the neighborhood. So there are definitely some areas in Houston that will sell right away. But then there's some where there's just so much inventory that if the buyer's like, man, I'll wait for something else, or I'll just pick another home, because they have so many options right now. I'm going to show you that here in a second, but it's definitely a little bit more of a challenge, and we tend to see more homes come off the market here at the end of summer and into the fall. So we'll see how it impacts inventory. But pending homes, these are homes that have been on the market and accepted an offer. And you can see we started off really, really strong here at the beginning of the year. Now we're dropping back to where we normally are, still above 2024. But hey, we are going under contract more often with homes than we've had in the past couple of years. But let's see how that impacts sales. It's actually kind of mirroring about where we've been for the past 2 years. Obviously, a little bit higher at the beginning here of the year, but that kind of goes to show that more people are going under contract, but they're not closing. They're going under contract, but they're changing their mind, or they can't get financing, or something pops up in the inspection like, okay. So I think there's a little bit of a timidity with some of these buyers right now, and so really getting your home ready to go when you are, selling your house, taking care of those repairs and doing those things there to give buyers that peace of mind, like, hey, this is a great house, getting it at the right price. And so that helps to, overcome that challenge of like, oh, okay, I'm buying this house, but there's always that opportunity cost in someone's mind that they could go buy something else. And so if you get your house ready to go and put it on the market, and not too many crazy things come up on the inspection report, because there almost always is something, then that gives that buyer that peace of mind, like, hey, I got confirmation bias that this is the right house for me. It could be worse, but these are things we can definitely handle. So I'm definitely seeing that with my clients, and then also throughout the market. But looking here at sold homes, we are sales are actually up 1.6% year over year. But get this, condo and townhome sales are down 9%. It's not on the graph here, but they are very, very slow. Tons of inventory, and it's taking about 1.9 months. They have 1.9 months of home inventory in the condo and townhome section here of the market. And so if you're selling a condo or townhome, you're just gonna have to be super patient or drop your price, because there's just so much inventory in that area. Now, with more inventory, you think prices would come down, and they just really haven't. We've actually just been breaking new all-time highs for average sales price here in the greater Houston area. We just broke one there for the month of June. at 455. We've come down a little bit since then, but prices are still up 1.9% year over year. And so prices just have not come down, even with the higher interest rates we've had, which I'm going to get into interest rates in a little bit. So stick around. But let's look at all the numbers here year over year. Single family home sales about the same. Average sales price is up about 2%. Total active listings, that's all properties here. We're up about 2,000 or 3% of the total market there. So just increasing number of listings on the market really impacting buyers there. So if you are looking to buy, you have a lot more options. You can be more picky. You can take your time. A lot of times you can start to negotiate, even though our average sales price really hasn't come down. Some of these homes have been on the market for a while. Sellers tend to get a little more negotiable. So that's something I've definitely found with some of my clients. And then months of inventory, we're at 5.5 months of inventory. So we're technically in a median market, not a buyer or seller's market. But it definitely feels more like a buyer's market in many areas of Houston. And then pending home sales are up about 2.6%. But let's go over what's going on with interest rates right now, because they've definitely gone up quite tremendously from earlier this year. And right now, the average 30-year fix, according to Freddie Mac, is about 6.67%. So this is national average. 30-year fix is right around 6. I do have some lenders that are getting closer to the 6.25 for some really strong buyers. So if you do or look to buy a house here, reach out. I'm happy to help you with get some great referrals. But yeah, interest rates have definitely climbed, and we're hoping that would have stayed around 6 or less, but they keep climbing. So hopefully they come back down here soon and help make it more affordable for buyers out there, especially as all these homes are on the market. Interest rates coming down a little bit would help to sell some more houses, as well as make it more affordable for you buyers out there looking for some great homes. So if you need help looking for a great house or selling your home, reach out. My information's here, and be sure to subscribe so you can see me in the next one.